Look, I was 4-0. All right. I was 4-0. Y'all don't be hearing me, though. Y'all do not be hearing me. I told y'all I wasn't going to be that bad next time. Okay? I got sold by Kirk last week. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But listen, man, welcome back. It's Danny's Corner. You already know. Look, I'm going to tell y'all, give y'all my reaction to what happened to the 4 divisional game. Starting with the Chiefs on Saturday. Now, Mahomes got the ankle sprain. Okay? A 70% Patrick Mahomes is still better than about 70% of the quarterbacks in the league because that boy came out hooping with that. Look, I know he injured his ankle and they had Chad Henne come in. Shout out to him. 5 of 7 for 23 yards in the TD. He threw it to Travis Kelce, who damn near caught everything. I mean, he had 14 for 98 and 2 TDs. And then Isaiah Pacheco, shout out to him, 12 for 95. Did y'all remember that play? I can't remember when it was. I think it might have been in the second quarter. This man saw one blade of grass and just turned the Jets on. Like I'm talking about, like he looked like just like Tyreek Hill, damn near. Like, and I think he wears number 10. Like I mean, I thought it was. But Patrick Mahomes on one leg was 22 of 30, 195 and 2 TDs, and you could see like he could not step into anything. Like he couldn't because that ankle, that ankle. I'm touching my ankle right now to show y'all. Look at that ankle. You know, and it was huge. I mean, that thing was like this fucking big. And he had about a pound of tape on that motherfucker. But, I mean, they got it done. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, who Trevor Lawrence was 24-39, 217 a touchdown and a pick. And I don't know why Travis Etienne only had 10 carries. He was averaging 6.2 yards a carry. And let's not act like the Chiefs' defense is good outside of Chris Jones, who's pretty good. But other than that, like, I don't... What, like, well, I don't understand. I don't quite understand the not running the ball with Travis. I know you like Trevor Lawrence, and he just had the 4 touchdowns in the second half against the Chargers. But this ain't the Chargers. This is Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Okay, I'm telling you right now. Patrick Mahomes is a different breed, okay? He is a different breed. I understand. But look, the Chiefs are going to their 5th straight AFC title game. This man, Patrick Mahomes, been in the AFC title game every year. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like 5 years, 5 AFC title games. Like, he's never lost in the divisional. He's never lost. I think he's had, like, first round buys, like, 4 of those years. Like, what? Like, so just... Who cares, right? Mahomes is just like, yeah, nah, we get into the AFC title game. Like, he just, like, anything less than that is a failure. Like, you know, you dig what I'm saying? Like, the Giants won a playoff game, right? And they got beat in the divisional round. And everybody's like, and everybody in New York, the Giants fans are like, we'll take it. Like, we'll take it. That was a good year. You know, coach of the year, Daniel Jones showed you he could play finally. You got Brian Daboll. You going to re-sign Saquon. Hey, if they don't want to re-sign you, Saquon, I'm just saying we got money down here in Chicago. I'm just saying. Just saying. But anyway, you know, with Patrick Mahomes, if they were to lose in the divisional round and not get to the AFC title game, they'd look around like, well, this is a failure. You feel me? Like, that's what we got going on with the Chiefs. Like, Patrick Mahomes is just that guy. But shout out to the Jags, though. Like I said, see, they're happy. They got a playoff game. They won. They came back from 27, and, you know, they ran into Kansas City. But, yeah, the Chiefs are moving on for the 5th straight year to the AFC title game because that's all they do is just go to AFC title games. But let me tell you who going to the NFC title game, and it wasn't close. The damn Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I know I picked the Niners to come out the NFC, and I'm going to still stick with my pick. The Eagles, good Lord. I mean, 38-7. Jalen Hurts was just, he set the tone immediately. Everybody's like, oh, his right arm, you know, the giant. Everybody was loving Daniel Jones. Oh, did you see Daniel Jones? You know, they were loving him. You know, Jalen Hurts with that right shoulder. They were like, is he going to be rusty? I thought he was going to be a little rusty. Well, did he shut me up? 7 of 7 with a deep ball on the first drive and a touchdown. That was it. That was as close as the game got when it was 0-0. Like, the game was over once the Eagles players and the Giants players got off the bus. That was it. It was over. 38-7. It was 28-0 at halftime. Like, I damn near turned the game off. I ain't gonna lie. I probably should have, because I ain't missed nothing. Daniel Jones, Saquon got a late little cheap touchdown. But other than that, Daniel Jones threw a pick to James Bradbury, who the Giants got rid of because of financial reasons. And in the words of Darius Slay, now James Bradbury spanked them. Bam, bam, bam. Spanked them. And now they going to the NFC title game. But, oh my God, I mean, the Eagles, that was a dominant performance. Jalen Hurts, 16 of 24, 154, and 2 TDs. I mean, what else can I say? Like, the Giants, y'all had a nice season. But the Eagles just had this team here, 7 points in the link. Man, this team, whew, look. I mean, look at this. Look at the rushing totals. Kenneth Gainwell, 12 for 112, 9.3 yards a carry and a touchdown. Miles Sanders, 17 for 90, 5.3 yards a carry. Jalen Hurts, 9 for 34, 4 yards a carry and a touchdown. Boston Scott, 6 for 32, 5.3 yards a carry and a touchdown. Like, bro, these boys ran for 200 plus yards. What are we doing? Well, the Eagles are just that good. Jalen Hurts only threw the ball for 154 yards, and they won by 31. Now, how bad is Minnesota to where you let this team come to U.S. Bank Stadium and beat y'all? But I'm just saying, because look, A.J. Brown had 3 catches for 22 yards, and Devontae Smith had 6 for 61, and Dallas Goedert had 5 for 58, and they won by 31 points. They ain't even playing well. Jalen Hurts was just knocking the rust off. And he blew the Giants back out. And he knocking the rust out. Are you kidding me? This team looks like a movable object, unstoppable force. They're just them. Like, the Eagles are just them. But let me go to probably the most surprising result of the weekend was the Bengals and the Bills. Well, maybe it's not surprising to me because I picked the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Because Joe Shiesty. Joey Burrow. You know what I'm saying? Snow Burrow. Yep. New nickname unlocked. Yep. Snow Burrow. Yes. Went in there and all that white on the field. All that white that Joe Burrow went on the field and got it done. Joe Burrow was 23 of 36, 242, and 2 TDs. But Joe Mixon, 20 for 105 and a TD. And that boy Jamar Chase, 5 for 61 and a touchdown. Now, I don't know if that's a new celebration because he added a new wrinkle to the gritty. You know, he was gritty and he did the gritty, and then he did the step back jumper. Has he always been doing that? I don't know. It'll just look kind of nice. Man, listen. The Bengals beat the Bills so bad that Stephon Diggs got into the locker room and got his stuff and dipped before most of the coaches were even in the locker room. That man was outie 5,000. That's what he was. He was gone. He said, no, I can't do this. I'm not finna talk to y'all. He was cussing out Josh Allen on the sideline. That's rough. Because Josh Allen, of course, had his turnover. That's what he do. He turned the ball over. Now, the Bills really got to work on their offensive line and running the football. Because 26 yards from Josh Allen, 24 from Singletary, and 13 from Cook. That's not going to work. Like, I know it's a passing league, but you have to run the ball some. I mean, man. Josh Allen didn't throw a touchdown, but he had a pick. He ran in for a touchdown. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. Joe Burrow and the Bengals just absolutely gave it to him. The Bills losing Von Miller was probably one of the storylines that wasn't talked about enough to me for the Bills. Because Von Miller in big games is just a big-time player. They can't stop the run. I don't know why they can't. Last year they couldn't stop the run. Like, where is Ed Oliver and Tremaine Edmonds? What y'all doing? Matt Milano, where y'all at? We was talking about you should be in the Pro Bowl. But now we can't find you. Joe Mixon just juking you and doing all that. I mean, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's ridiculous. And Sean McDermott just got out-coached. Like, it's bad. Now you see how important Brian Daboll was to Josh Allen. Because I don't know what Brian Daboll was saying. But it seemed like when he left, Josh Allen just went haywire. I don't know what the hell going on. But, man, it is what it is. My boy Joe Burrow, 27-10. Shout out the Bengals defense. And DeMar Hamlin was in the crowd. We happy to see him up there. DeMar Hamlin was in the crowd and all that. But, man, y'all, they going home. The Bills need to circle the wagons back next year and try to fix this. Because that was bad. 27-10. Like it was just complete domination. Just complete domination from Cincinnati. But let's move on from Cincinnati and go all the way to the Bay, where Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers beat the Dallas Cowboys 19-12. Dak Prescott, in the words of Shady McCoy, Dak is ass. That's what he was last night. As a player, not a person. Dak is a wonderful human being. But last night, Dak was ass, in the words of Shady McCoy. 23 of 37, 206 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 INTs. Really should have been 3 at the end of the game, because he hit the DB in the chest, and he just didn't catch. Now, knowing Dak, I thought he was going to throw it right back to him, because he did that against Washington. He just threw it right back to him. That's what he did. He threw it right back to him, because, Dak, he just does things. Dak, and I really want to. Look, I like Dak Prescott as a quarterback, right? I think he's borderline top 10. I do. Like, I know. I think he's like 10-12 in that range, maybe 9-12. But the inconsistencies of Dak Prescott show up way too much. See, you played well against Tampa Bay, but then you were awful against Washington and awful against the Niners. Like, he had the number 1 ranked offense when he came back after he got hurt. But then you're number 1 in turnovers and you missed 5 games. So if you would have played 17 games, you would have been first in turnovers. It wouldn't even matter. Like, it wouldn't even have been close. Like, you're up there with Davis Mills as far as turnovers. Like, Davis Mills? Davis Mills ain't even starting quarterback. Dak, you can't have that. You cannot have that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. 206 yards? Dak, what is that? Because, look, be real. Brock Purdy didn't play that well. He was okay. Like, he wasn't spectacular. 19, 29, 214. No touchdowns, no picks. McCaffrey only ran for 35 yards. Mitchell really had to close the game out. He really gave the Cowboys an extra opportunity because he ran out of bounds. But, like, that can't happen. Dak, what? I'm just looking at these numbers with, like, and I know Tony Pollard got hurt, so that was a huge loss for y'all. And because he's their other explosive playmaker outside of CeeDee Lamb, and Dalton Schultz is good, and Gallup is okay, and T.Y. Hilton, he's only there for a few catches, but it's Pollard and Pollard and CeeDee Lamb as their 2 main weapons. As if those guys can beat you. If they take over a game. Everybody else? But Dak, at some point, if you're telling me Dak, look, because I've been seeing everybody saying Dak ain't good enough to elevate the team. That's kind of the problem. But to me, how much did he actually have to elevate the team in this game? They gave up 19 points. Like 19? They gave up 19 points. Cooper Rush averaged 20. They gave up 19 points. And it's not like you didn't have opportunities to score more points, Dak. You threw a pick in the red zone. And then you threw a pick in your own end. You've thrown 2 picks in 6 of your last 14 games. Who are you beating like that? Nobody. Well, yeah, you can beat the Texans like that because they're picking number 2 in the draft. You can beat the Chicago Bears, my Chicago Bears like that because we're picking number 1. You can beat the Titans like that because they're playing Josh Dobbs and Malik Willis. You can't beat the Niners like that. You can't do that. And everybody wanted to overlook it because we were winning. You don't. Just because you're winning doesn't mean you overlook the mistakes. But look, and the Cowboys are now 0-7 in divisional round games. Last time they won a divisional round game, they won the Super Bowl. That was in like 93, 95, whatever it was. And Dak, it's just that Like, what do you do? Okay, you're not going to fire Mike McCarthy. You're going to try to get Dak some more weapons. I don't think the weapons he has are terrible. The offensive line wasn't bad. Now, Tony Pollard not being there, you're probably going to have to try to find another running back because he's going to be out for like 3 months. And we don't know how good he's going to be when he come back. And Zeke is not going to be there. He had 10 for 26, 2.6 yards. Zeke, that's your last game as a Cowboy. I hope you go somewhere else and didn't play well. But, man, it's over in Dallas. But, hey, the Niners, the Niners coming out the NFC, 19-12. How about them Cowgirls? Or, excuse me, Cowboys. Sorry. I'm not a Cowboys hater. Okay. That's another thing I wanted to touch on. Why do y'all hate the Cowboys so much? Like, somebody got to tell me in the comments real quick. Like, why do you hate the Cowboys? Because, like, I'm not a Cowboys hater. Like, seeing them lose is funny, though. Because how the world just jumps on the Cowboys is bad. Like, it is kind of funny. Like, it is. It is funny when they lose. Because you got, like, Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp and, you know, like, other people who don't like the Cowboys. So, that's kind of bad. I just always wanted to know why. Y'all tell me why y'all hate the Cowboys. Like, my boy Lewis and my boy Drew. They hate the Cowboys. I don't know why. Like, they're Bears fans. Why exactly do you hate the Cowboys? Like, I don't understand. Well, no, wait a minute. Drew did tell me that because they're America's team and that Michael Irvin says they're going to the Super Bowl every year. But let's be real, guys. Let me just be real about this, right? Are they not supposed to think their team's going to the Super Bowl? Like, well, they're supposed to. Like, that's what fans do. What type of fan are you? Yeah, no, we ain't going to win and make the Super Bowl. We suck. Well, you, like, okay, I said that about the Bears because we did suck. Okay, we did suck. But the Cowboys are a good team. They were 12-13-5, you know, including the playoff win. So they're 13-5. But that's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're supposed to do, man. So I don't know. I don't hate the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. If the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, then that means they'll be going crazy. Stephen A. Smith would have to quit. But that's enough about the Cowboys. Hey, let me go on to the conference championships and give you my predictions. But y'all already, I guess y'all can figure it out by watching the video. I have the Eagles losing at the link. Okay, I got the Niners winning because I believe the Niners defense is so good. Jalen Hurts gonna give them 2 turnovers. Jalen Hurts gonna give them a couple Dak Prescotts. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna call them, Dak Prescott. And they're gonna win the Niners 24-21 in the link. Robbie Gould walk-off field goal. Okay, that's what I think. That's me because you know I like the Niners. I really like Kyle Shanahan. That boy coaching. Like, if we talking about really a coach of the year, it kind of should go to Kyle Shanahan. But I get why, because you got all those weapons. But, hey, the most important position is a quarterback. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And on the AFC side, Snow Burrow, Joe Shiesty, Joey B. That's all I got to say. Gonna get it done. 4-0 against Mahomes. Mahomes is 70%. Joe Burrow's 100%. 25-22. Bengals do it again. Man, listen, that's the end of this. The end of Danny's Corner. I will be back again to tell you why I'm right. Because I'm always right. Y'all don't be hearing me. That's all I'm saying. Y'all don't be hearing me. 4-0. 4-0. I was 4-0 all this week, okay? I'm going to be back, tell you, you know, we going to talk about it. we going to talk about who won. And I'm going to tell you who I got in the Super Bowl. But listen, like, comment, subscribe, share, do what you got to do. Just help me out.